Exit. What's good with y'all, man? Hoping everybody's well. Question of the day: who's ready to be disturbed? Right? Disturbia, as per usual. Y'all know what time it is when y'all see me on this channel. You know what I mean? Well, today we have two videos from Virtual Ventures. Right? We have disturbing unsolved mysteries that are still unsolved today. You know what I mean? There is a twist though. There's a plot twist, right? Second segment of this will be disturbing mysteries solved by Reddit users. Yo, you know, I've heard Reddit has some good to it, right? It's been some time when I've been hearing a whole lot of yeah, like distasteful opinions or POVs about Reddit, especially from, you know, the crowd that's not so young. You feel me? So, you know, everything that's just attached to young energy, you know what I'm saying? It's easy for you to just latch it onto degeneracy. At first impression. If you're young out there, I don't mean to say you're degenerate by default, but I don't know, man, maybe you are. Alright, let's get into these mysteries, man. Let's check it out.
The dominoes have fallen, we can't go back to beginning. This existential crisis, the reason I cannot keep competing and keep on living. So it's back against the world, seeing all your value once you dealt with all the dirt. Backing up slowly from these diamonds and pearls, quote unquote. I mean, fat lady sings, I see.
Yup. What's good with y'all, man? Disturbing mysteries still unsolved today for side A, and then for side B we have mysteries solved by Reddit users, right? Most disturbing mysteries solved by Reddit users. Yo, first things first, man, I think today's stream is gonna be a little bit of a rushed stream, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying, let me go ahead and apologize in advance because, bro, I'm running out of electricity. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations where, look, I'm a tenant, right? I pay rent where I'm at, and like the landlord just like be tweaking sometimes to a point where, look, I'm not gonna take out the specific details of why we running out of this fucking. Just know it's an incompetent landlord, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it be getting in the way of what I'm trying to do. You know, like I depend on electricity. Duh. Look at what I do. You feel what I'm saying? But there's certain uncontrolled forces that we cannot control, dog. That just leaves people in corners. You know what I'm saying? Uncomfortable corners, uncomfortable scenarios where, you know, people's backs is against the wall. This is one of them. So that's why I'm even speaking a little fast and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and, you know, get disturbed real quick. Got yeah, unsolved mysteries that still unsolved. And let's hop in, bro. It's what is a visual venture? Yeah. So, you know, I was just disclaiming that in case you know, might be wondering why you like, you know, speed boosting through your words, right? And speed boosting through your talking and shit like that. We can't hear shit. It's like, yo, I'm going through something right now, right? I'm just working with what the limitations that I'm given, right? Alright, forget it. Let's go.
Some cases don't just go cold. They get weirder the longer you look at them. Witnesses who vanish, evidence that contradicts itself, investigators who walked away with more questions than answers. Today we're covering mysteries that have never been solved, and in some cases it may never be. We'll start with the strange and work our way to the truly bizarre. So the goal, guys, is 2.5 million subscribers by the end.
2.5 million subscribers. Let me really quickly check my mic check 1 2, because you know I got the manual way of checking, bro. Gotta get to it. 1 2 1 2. Come on, start talking, bro. I'm just working with what. Alright, cool. Go.
End of 2026. It is crazy, but it would mean the world if you subscribe. I will do my very best to put out the best possible videos I can for you. I'm Visual Venture, and you are amazing.
Oh,
the lady with
man.
crystal blood.
The lady. Ooh, the lady with crystal blood. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds kind of like a fire like album. What album title? I don't know if you like a music nerd. You know what I'm saying? The lady with crystal blood. Damn. Okay. All right, let's go.
Doctors are trained to recognize almost every major illness, but in February 1994, a woman arrived at a hospital with symptoms that didn't match anything in medical textbooks. Her blood contained strange white crystals. The air around her smelled like garlic, and when doctors got close to her,
The air around her smelled like garlic. Wait, as in she emitted garlic-like fumes? Like through her paws or some shit like that? Or she smelled garlic wherever she went? Like what, like?
Began collapsing. She was nicknamed the Toxic Lady, and for years people have tried to understand how she became a walking public health hazard. The Toxic Lady's real name was Gloria Ramirez. She had cancer and she was taking medication for it. In February 1994, she was rushed into a California emergency.
Oh, it's probably was what? Medication side effect, right?
Her condition was critical. Doctors tried to stabilize her condition, but then they noticed something unusual about Gloria's skin. It had an oily, shimmering glow.
The people in the emergency room take note of this and mention that it looks too thick to be sweat. However, they just assume that she's coated in some kind of lotion or oil.
It was strange, but not alarming. Then they drew blood. Almost instantly, a strong ammonia-like smell filled the room. Some staff said it smelled like garlic. The blood itself looked wrong. Floating inside the samples were tiny white crystals, and things went from bad to worse. The nurse handling the blood sample suddenly felt dizzy. Moments later, she fainted. Another nurse picked up the sample. She also became lightheaded.
A medical student who had also handled the blood.
Whoa! Bro, it's almost like she herself became like a like an illegal substance that like you take a hit of and then you what? In her blood though. Okay, look, this may, well, it will be an ignorant take, but you know, this kind of thing, maybe her body, right, the presence of whatever this thing is that resembles garlic in her blood, it's like her body. How come she doesn't get dizzy and passes out? You know what I'm saying? Because it's in her blood. I feel like, you know, the level of tolerance in her body, like, you know, is high as fuck. That's why she could like live with it. She went to the point of even living with it. But now it has me thinking the initial time when all of this was like, was she born this way? Crystals in your blood, gang. I've never heard like people, come on, biologically having just like, you know, getting born with crystals in their blood, gang. Damn. Yeah, they say she had cancer. Let me not make light of the situation. I was about to make some sort of joke. Let me not do that.
Blood sample then became nauseous, left the room, and fainted a few minutes later.
Now, 2 medical workers were unconscious, then a 3rd nurse in the room passed out. When they regained consciousness, they had alarming symptoms.
Nah, dude, what? Wait. Why all of a sudden every medical professional like getting out of body, gang? Like, what's going on, dog? At this point, bro, if I'm one of these medical professionals, bro, I'm thinking maybe this is like some sort of like something that's scripted, bro. Like, why how many medical professionals did they count? I think about like 4. Yo, give me a second, bro. I know this is not the first time y'all see me do this. I have to apply. Oh my god, it went away. I saw like, you know, a fly in my prison, so I had to apply, you know what I'm saying? I had to pull the trigger on that bitch a little bit. No, so it's no sponsors, just this is, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? This product right here is too effective for any, I'm saying, insect killing or whatever, fly killing, you feel me, roaches, whatever. Just one spray, you know what I'm saying? Doom them out, shit. So that's what it is, right? I was about to kill that. Like, he's just like flying around, like he's so annoying, you know what I'm saying? He's just flying around distracting me and shit like that. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, like medical professionals getting killed, like flies, bro, dropping like flies at the thing, bro. Like, at this point, bro, like, yeah, I may think it's a prank. I may just call the cops, like, yo, this lady, what's going on? Because I may just be that level of scared. I may just be that level of terrified. Like, yo, who's next? But then it got me thinking, this is probably how uncontrollable viruses and diseases, when they get introduced into the world, this is their initial, you know what I'm saying? This is their first, what do they call, first impression on reality. I'm saying where nobody. Got his ass. It's gonna go dizzy and fall off soon. Should I bring him to y'all so you can see him? Well, I'm gonna have to find him on the ground or some shit like that. But fuck that. Anyway, you feel me? This is how maybe initially, maybe, you know, with an uncontrollable virus that may infiltrate the air and so therefore wipe humanity out, so to speak. It's like this is its initial effect on humanity. This might have been one of those. I didn't mean to press that one. I'm so serious. Alright, let's go on.
Including the sensation that their skin was burning, muscular twitches, and being unable to move their limbs.
The doctors and nurses who didn't pass out began to feel sick. In total, 23 of the 37 medical staff developed symptoms. 5 had to be hospitalized. What started as strange was now dangerous. Doctors treating Gloria had to wear hazmat suits for protection, and they didn't know what they were protecting themselves from.
What the happened to Gloria Ramirez that caused her to secrete this mystery toxic substance that affected 24 people?
35 minutes after arriving at the hospital, Gloria Ramirez passed away. The emergency room was immediately evacuated. Gloria's body was treated as a possible chemical threat. One medical officer called her a public health hazard, but the mystery didn't end with her demise.
Nah, but crystal in the blood? She had cancer? Damn. She was sweating the type of sweat that didn't look like sweat. It was like oily, thick whatever of oil. Well, this thing is making my blood like just, you know, creep. Like, sure I got like some goosebumps on my skin. This is crazy, bro. I've never heard of this, dog. What was it?
He needed to perform an autopsy, but they used full hazmat gear to be safe. Doctors worked for hours, yet they found nothing that could have caused Gloria's passing or the emergency room symptoms. The case quickly gained public attention. As usual,
and this may be the kind of situation where it's obviously like a, you know, a serious, like an intense situation where now it forces the medical, you know, the medical industry, the medical field, to do even more research. Like a new demon has entered the scene. A new demon is bullying the scene, aka a health hazard. You know what I'm saying? This health virus or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, sorry, this, what is it? Gloria Ramirez? Is that the name, Gloria or whatever? Like the girl that passed on from this condition, right? That was like, yeah, that one. Like she was living with it the whole time. Like what was up with that? Like, you know, it didn't kill her. You feel what I'm saying? So how did they not like, or maybe the cancer thing was just a misdiagnosis. Maybe. Because, you know, they were probably so confused they couldn't tell like what answer would they give this lady. So it's like, man, this is so complicated. Let's just chalk it up to cancer. Right? But then now look at what it's doing. It's not no freaking cancer, bro. Motherfucker killing everybody. Damn, this is scary, dog. You know what I'm saying? You're like, let's say you're even a nurse, dog, working in that hospital, and then this happens. You're just a nurse. Like, damn. Like you're ruined. You done died. You done died off of like trying to do your job, really.
the internet had theories.
One of the most widely accepted theories about the event centers around Ramirez's cancer medication.
Some experts believe her cancer treatment caused a strange reaction in her body.
And how they may have led to chain reactions, resulting in poisonous gas.
However, standard medication should not create toxic gas. That gave rise to another theory. Maybe Gloria was putting something else into her body.
Amateur internet detectives theorize...
she was putting something else into her body, so that something else was mixing with her cancer medication.
Ramirez may have
that may have created a whole new chemical that, like, you know, well, she was the, you know, the chemical. Like it was cooking inside of her body, couldn't have killed her. Because it was, you know, the ingredients were still getting mixed up inside of her body. So whoever interacts with the final product that's now cooked up as a final product, like in the form of this virus inside of her body, whoever comes into contact with that, aka any medical professional who would want to heal her from that, you know, seeing that, tracing that in her blood, wanting to heal that, coming into contact with that, it's fries for you. You know what I'm saying? You're cooked. Oh my god. Okay, but she eventually got cooked because, you know, I mean, RIP, but damn.
Then self-medicating or seeing a shady doctor for quack treatments involving dangerous chemicals.
That's what I'm saying. A shady doctor that just chalked everything up to like cancer, ignorantly, right? Ignorantly.
Others believe no toxic gas was present at all. People were just imagining things.
Their theory was that whatever it was in the blood that had that smell triggered a panic attack that just sort of traveled around the room.
In that version, the fainting was mass hysteria. More than 30 years later, there is still no reliable scientific explanation.
They still did not find what? Yo, yeah, nah. I feel like, yo, this might be one of those situations where, yeah, she might have cooked up maybe a concoction of you know, a medical solution where she's probably taking a whole bunch of meds. Yeah, maybe prescribed by a shady doctor like Visual Ventures has, you know, suggested, but, you know, maybe she's trying to like heal so bad she's just drinking every medication under the sun, so therefore the mixture of that is like radioactive, so to speak. I don't know, man. Put it in the comments, because, like, you know, like, they couldn't even figure out to this day. Medical professionals still can, or scientists or whatever, they cannot like get to the answer or like what it was really. Yeah, it's something homemade, like maybe a homemade experiment gone wrong.
Gloria's body was eventually returned to her family. A few weeks later, she was laid to rest, but the question has never been buried. What happened inside the emergency room in February 1994? This next case is about a person who destroyed people's lives without ever showing their face. The secret letters. Circleville was a small, quiet town in Ohio. But one day, people started getting strange letters in the mail. No one knew who sent them, but the writer claimed to know everyone's deepest, darkest secrets. And because of the information...
you see now. You see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. This is about to be a reality in this new world that we live in, bro. Modernity. Somebody just come through, like, you know what I'm saying, drop a mail in your thing, claiming they know every detail about you. That's that whole, like, you know, cyber criminality that's going on with people taking your details and shit like that, right? Like from online and hacking into your things and taking your personal details, you know, things like that. Hacking your mail, they like your email. It may not even happen through maybe physical mail, but through emails, bro. And I'm sure it has happened. We've got like maybe a cyber criminal that is hacking to your shit, right? And then now like probably extorting you on some shit, you know what I mean? Talking about, yo, I got this about you, that about you, da da da, this is what I'm about to do, I'm gonna sell this to this, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Whatever, dog. I'm gonna sell your info to this and that person, and however that shit goes. But I feel like that's that contribution to that sort of thing. Yeah, I think I might be right too. Right? Let's see the extreme of where things like this can take motherfuckers. Damn, that's crazy.
In those letters, tensions rose and it ended in tragedy.
So wait, you said he collectively knows people, like as in a collective of people's details.
Letters in the mail. No one knew who sent them, but the writer claimed to know everyone's deepest, darkest secrets. And because of the information in those letters, tensions rose and it ended in tragedy. The anonymous letters started arriving in 1976. They followed.
But what secrets are these, right? Because when we're talking about secrets, I mean, you yourself, Visual Venture, a secret of this bitch is here right now. He's behind me. Let me give him one last spray so he can die for real. I think I was playing with y'all, huh? Playing with y'all, huh? I know this is disgusting, bro. Let me go wash my hands. Y'all had me doing this. Y'all tempted me to do this, bro. I gotta go wash my hands now. Damn. Let me go wash my hands real quick, bro. I'll be back. I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back. Bro, like I don't get it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is one of those things where, you know what I'm saying? You get what you ask for. You know what I'm saying? Careful what you wish for. You just might ask. You just might get it. You feel me? You will get everything that you ask for. How the hell is it? Do you think, you know, things like insects and flies, they get like, yo, dude, this is not the natural like environment I should be in, bro. I might, you know what I'm saying? I might die. I might die. And surely that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's the fate of these other insects, bro. They be like, getting in my shit, bro. I'm just looking for ventilation, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at a level in my life where, you know, a nigga can literally afford comfortable ventilation or air conditioning. So, bro, I'll just open up the windows. I just bust open the windows. It gets hot. I'm saying you need some ventilation. And here goes these punk ass flies. Punk ass roaches. I ain't gonna lie to you. Doom them up, man. Doom these bitches up, man. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Just had an intruder to deal with right quick. I'm saying. Just had an intruder to deal with right quick. Of course, I forgot the point of like what I was talking about. This shit. Alright, let's get disturbed. Still mysteries unsolved. What were you saying, Visual?
Followed the same pattern. Residents opened their mailboxes and found envelopes.
Oh, yeah, no, Visual. I was talking about the fact that, yo, bro, if somebody knows your secrets, brother, you know what I'm saying? Only you tell people about like your secrets, dog. Like people know about your secrets as a result of you having let them know. You feel me? Now that's why I was actually asking in the first place, what kind of secrets is we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's secrets like things like, you know, the places you hit online while on incognito mode, you know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody, and then you acting or behaving reckless with that kind of information, and you leak it and you flash it somehow to like the wrong people, and now they got access to, you know, knowing what you be on like while you're on the dark web or whenever you're on incognito mode, things like that, right? And they probably know what kind of profession you're attached to or the businesses you're attached to, and now they got critical information that they can use to extort you. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So that's a secret maybe you didn't necessarily like leak or reveal to somebody. They may, you know, but then now they got access to it. You feel me? Versus maybe secrets that you like literally somebody has to, you have to reveal to somebody else, like verbally or some shit, or even physically through actions. But you know what I'm saying, by being sloppy. You know what I mean? But yeah, okay, that's the point I was trying to make before doing what I did. RIP that fly. But damn, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, careful what you wish for. You might get that.
No return address. The words inside were written in messy block letters, almost like a child's handwriting. Each letter was filled with accusations.
Received bizarre, threatening letters from someone who somehow knew every salacious detail of their personal lives.
Ooh. Some letters accused city officials of embezzling money. Others claimed people were violent with their spouses. One letter even accused someone of murder. The writer did not only send letters to the person being accused, they mailed copies to spouses, employers, and even local newspapers. No one knew how much of it was true, but the accusations were enough to destroy reputations.
Allegations, yeah.
The letters cost people their jobs, their marriages, their freedom, and sometimes their lives.
Neighbors suspected each other of spying. Circleville became a tense and paranoid town. Over time, one thing became clear. The writer seemed obsessed with one person. That person received more attention than anyone else. Her name was Mary Gillespie, a local...
Oh yeah, she was the messiest in the freaking community, man. Come on, she was the messiest in the whole thing, bro. Why did they double down on her shit? Oh shit, yeah, she was the dirtiest in the community. Yo, though, this guy that had the information, you know what I'm saying, the access to all this information, you know, regarding all these people. I don't know whether to say he was genius or whatever. Let's see how the story unfolds to either determine that. But I'd say pending, you know what I'm saying, depending on how the story goes, he just may be a genius. Because you know what I mean, like having that kind of access to those kind of details, you either have to be everybody's friend, and everybody has to like literally give you access to their personal lives to a point where like you're literally, you know what I'm saying, you're that manipulative, or you're that friendly of a personality, like you're that, like, because to me that's sort of a gift, bro. If you can, you know, have anybody open up to you, and you know. But like, that's what I'm saying, depending on how the story goes, let's see what this person is. And maybe just highly demonic and manipulative versus just, you know, really a pleasant personality trait. Like, damn.
School bus driver. Mary lived with her husband, Ron, and their children. Most people...
Okay, yeah, I didn't complete my point. So, being that kind of person, right, and then taking the access that you... Well, taking the details of people given via the access to their personal lives and weaponizing all of that, right? Because that's probably what happened. Let's hear it.
People saw her as quiet and devoted to her family. In March 1977, she received a letter accusing her of an affair. The man she was supposedly cheating with,
she's the dirtiest, I knew,
was Gordon Massey. He was the school superintendent and technically her boss. The letter warned Mary that if she didn't stop the affair, she'd face dire consequences.
Mrs. Gillespie, stay away from Massey. Don't lie when questioned about meeting him. I know where you live. I've been observing your house.
Both Mary and Gordon were married. The accusation alone could destroy two families. Mary tried to ignore the letter, but the writer didn't give up. Weeks later, Mary's husband Ron began receiving letters too. They described the alleged affair and urged him to take violent action.
Mr. Gillespie, your wife is seeing Gordon Massey. You should catch them together and them both. He doesn't deserve to live.
Ron confronted Mary. She denied the affair and he chose to believe her. But the letters kept coming and the tone became more threatening.
Well, he got letters saying that if he didn't do something about this affair, his life would be in danger.
We know what kind of car you drive. We know where your kids go to school.
The writer wanted Ron to end the life of the man his wife was allegedly seeing. For months, Ron refused to act. Then came August 19, 1977. That evening, Ron was home with his daughter. He received a phone call. No one knows exactly what was said. After hanging up, Ron told his daughter he knew who was behind the letters. He said he was going to confront the letter writer.
Enraged, he picks up gets in his truck and drives off.
No one knows where Ron went, but an hour later, the town received bad news. Ron was found lifeless inside his pickup truck. There were no witnesses, but it looked like Ron's truck slid off the road and rammed into a tree. Tests showed his blood alcohol level was far beyond the legal limit. Authorities ruled the crash an accident, but one detail raised doubts. It had to do with Ron's firearm.
Yeah.
But they found that he had...
And he probably offed himself. Hold on, y'all. A little moment of silence for the incision right quick.